All right. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having yourselves a fantastic start to your Friday. It's been an epic trading week, even though all things considered, markets haven't moved a lot, right? We're still inside week or participating in an inside week. So we're still very much fully confined inside last Friday's range. Maybe that means, right, this Friday we get a little bit of a breakout or a little bit of a narrative or a little bit of a story, right, that we can trade. But for now, we've had a lot of fun so far this trading week. It's been insane. And hopefully, right, we can keep some of that momentum going into the weekend. Now, there's a couple things with that, right? Because it's been a good trading week, you know, you want to get loose, you want to have fun, you want to have a margarita at the desk or whatever it might be. That's not the way to behave here, right? The reason we've made money so far this week has been because we've done a very good job controlling the variables we can't control. We're not taking too many dumb decisions. We did a good job cutting trades before they become losses, right? Without letting losses maybe escalate to being max losses. And that's been putting us in situations, right, where ultimately it's easy to be green. And then when we keep that risk tight, right, 5 points, 6 points, 7 points, all of a sudden we don't need very much for price action to give us that follow through to then get paid. Like yesterday's big trade of the day was 65 points in 90 seconds. And maybe 90 seconds is like aggressive for how long it actually was. So we have a market that is like drunk on volatility, giving us huge ranges, huge tradable price action. And we have to basically make sure that we're not like forcing those moves, right? Because the market's going to give it to us regardless if we're ready for it or not. And that's just a part of the game that we're playing. And we got to just do our best to control those variables, not get in our own way, and then let the market do its own thing. And yeah, 100 tick candles pre-market is nuts. That's a massive range again here overnight. Huge dip buyers, have basically stepped in. So it's pretty interesting, right? It's a very interesting backdrop. It's been a really fun tape to trade. And yeah, I've had a blast this week. I was walking around town yesterday, and I felt like I had a secret that nobody else knew, and it was like just the best feeling ever. And yeah, just it's been such a fun trading week. So today is all about not ruining anything. Today is all about building that momentum. All about making sure that end of the week we've got a nice little thing to celebrate. And that's really what today's objective is. The other side here, kind of base expectation, right, is that it's going to be slow until proven otherwise. That's the mindset I'm taking here today. I'd almost rather take 0 trades than take 10 trades. And ideally, we're getting a one and done here and enjoying the rest of the morning. So let's get after it here, team. Let's start mapping things out. Let's figure out what we want to do here today, and then let's go from there. So, all right. Good morning, everybody. And let's fire away here. So ES, red candle, increasing outlier volume, gap up, I guess, technically. Pre-market lows will be 65.70. Oh my gosh, these numbers change so much every day. Can't type this morning. There we go. All right. And then I do think it's reasonable for us to have a bias to the upside as well, right? We're basically maintained a two-way tape. So if that's the case, right, 66, 66.70 would be the starting point here. 66.80, and then, you know, yada, yada, yada. Sweet. All right, NQ, technically a 3 for 3 here to the downside, but we're not calling this trending price action until we break out, right, from our ranges on Friday, right? So hard for me to say that it's a trending market until we break out from that range. Otherwise, it just looks like consolidation, which is why I'm willing to have a two-way tape here, two-way flexibility. To the downside, we're looking 24.4. Then pushing us down to 24,000. Then we'll go like 23.9, 23.8. Fine. To the upside here, we're looking at a 24.9. Cool. And we've got it mapped out, I mean, towards those highs. I don't think we're going to get all the way there. But who knows? It's crazy market today. All right. CL, 1 for 3. Right. Red candle decreasing volume gap up, or green pre-market, we want to call it that. So we're looking at what, 57.50 here pre-market. $59, and then to the downside here, pre-market lows is 56. Starting to run out of space on the chart here. So double check our 5% level here is 54.21. So let's call that 54.50. And so we'll call that 56.50 as our starting point, 56, 55.50. And then 54.50. Sweet. Okay, Apple, red candle, increasing volume gap up, weak 2 out of 3. Tesla, red candle, increasing volume gap down, 3 for 3. Microsoft, red candle, increasing volume gap down, 3 for 3 again. Amazon, red candle, decreasing volume gap up, 1 for 3. Ooh, 2 for 4. Where did that come from? All right. NVIDIA, inside bar, nailed it. AMD, red candle, decreasing volume gap down, 2 out of 3 to the downside without. And then Meta, red candle, decreasing volume gap down, 2 out of 3 to the downside without vol. Netflix, red candle, increasing volume gap up, 2 out of 3 with vol. And then Google, 251, pretty impressive. Again, red candle, is it increasing? Yep, increasing volume gap down, so 3 for 3 to the downside. And then this is an interesting site, right? VIX Rooney hanging out 20, almost 24, seen it as high as 28 today. So implied range of like 1.2, 1.3%, something along those lines. I'd be punchy for sure. Biggest volatility or craziest volatility we've seen in the last 6 months, probably something along those lines, or largest implied volatility. So let's see if there's basically anything in store with that. How's everyone feeling this morning? Everyone feeling good? Beautiful. Yeah, I'm happy it's Friday too. You passed? Did you pass an eval, Jake? Let's go, man. Congratulations. That's fantastic. We had a chaotic trade to end the day. It was insane how fast it moved. It was yeah, it was crazy. Just one of those days. But we'll keep doing it, right? Like what's been really successful for us last little bit has been, I would say, two things. One, it's been buying the fake out entry. The fake out entry has been awesome. It's made it really easy to either be green right away or red right away, which is fantastic. Right? There's no hopium that builds up in positions, which I love. And the other element has been keeping risk super tight, right? Keeping it at 5 points, 6 points, less than 10 points even on NQ has given us the opportunity to go bigger position sizing, right, on those trades while still staying within our $500 max limit. And when those trades move, you get paid like crazy. So it's almost created like a disproportionate, in a positive way, like risk reward ratio when we're making trading decisions. And that's been a ton of fun. All right. So we got a couple of minutes here till market open, or about 1 minute. So I'm just going to go make myself a cup of coffee here, guys. I'll be back in a second. All right. So let's get after it here, guys, and have ourselves just a heck of a Friday finish, right? A heck of a Friday finish. Hey, Brian, if you want to join, there's a link to book a call in the description of the YouTube video. Book one, and they'll get you set up. Whoa, big range already. 70 points on NQ, 50 seconds in. It's going to be an interesting day, team. It's going to be an interesting day. Kind of feels like my trading view's moving in molasses a little bit. And just remember, guys, right? 24-hour rule in effect here this morning. So just because we had a good trading day there yesterday doesn't mean we're going to have a good one here today. So we're going to focus right on the variables that have created good trading environments for us or good trading days in general. We're not going to just like think our shit doesn't stink anymore and oh, now anything we touch is going to turn to gold. That's not the way to do it. Good morning, Jerry. So let's see, but that 70-point range is going to give us, profit targets. We're going to be looking 200-point moves here casually probably today. It's insane. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Harv. Good morning, Leonard. All right, so let's focus up here a little bit. Good volume, right? Start the day off bigger than what we saw there yesterday, right? Which is optimistic, I guess. But we got some time here. We got a lot of time before we're making a decision. And because, right, that first volume bar of the day is so massive, we know that it's very, very low probability that the second volume bar of the day is going to go increasing, at least on the 3-min. So we're likely to be watching now either the 2-min time frame, right, or waiting, an extra 10 minutes or so to see things kind of settle in. Obviously, my objective for the day here today, team, is go one and done. Yesterday's first trade of the day was a really strong one. And then pretty much everything up until the last trade of the day was kind of a waste of time. So I'd like to avoid that as much as possible here today. Got a lot of work to do here this weekend. So I don't want to add studying 30 extra trades on top of all my other responsibilities. So I'll run out of time. So selfishly, I want an easy trading day for sure. So 40 seconds to go. I mean, we have a chance to go increasing volume on this. We'll see. Close. Okay, not increasing volume. Lame. I mean, kind of expected, so I shouldn't be complaining too much. And nothing on CL either. So we're going to have to wait for a little bit still. Yeah, so they're obviously different contracts, right? So MNQ and NQ are different products, right? So they're going to have their own independent volume profiles. If you're trading NQ, you're not trading MNQ, right? If you're trading MNQ, you're not trading NQ. MNQ is one for one or tick by tick correlation to NQ, right? So it's the same price. It's always going to be the same price. But because of that, there's still going to be different volume profiles because it's a different instrument. It's like effectively like different volume between Apple and Tesla, right? Apple might give you one, Tesla might give you the other. It's effectively a different product. Personally, if I were trading micros, I would still do all my analysis on NQ and then just do my execution on MNQ because you're going to get a lot less volume historically on the micros, right? Probably 60% less. I'm just guessing with that number, but significantly less volume. And so you have, you open yourself up to get like kind of some random signals that maybe you wouldn't want to trade. So I would do my analysis on NQ and then just use micros for execution. All right, so a bit of an early sell here. Very controlled volume though. 7.9 versus 7.92, so not quite increasing. Very close, but not quite increasing. Yes, did give me that rejection. Maybe rather wait. All right, let's see what she's got in store for us here. Still no increasing volume on ES. Sorry, on NQ. I mean, look, all things considered, I don't know. I find differences in trading platforms are very overrated. Like buy buttons and sell buttons exist everywhere. So yeah, sometimes they're a different color, or they're in a different place, or whatever it is, but it's all the same functionality exists, whatever platform you choose to use. You guys should have seen the archaic shit I had to see back in the day. Yeah, I actually will be probably closing my Top Step accounts here this afternoon. Yeah, I don't know. The thing that I keep kind of going back to is that I'm like trading props is really fun, but trading personal is more profitable. So yeah, I mean, I think slowly transitioning to being more and more just trading personal capital or just trading that exclusively, I think is probably the move. And not necessarily trying to get up to 1 billion prop firms. You know, keeping 10 to, you know, if I close, I'll probably be at 8, I think, accounts. That's a lot of leverage still. But I make more money trading personal or my personal family fund, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, the emphasis or the focus would be on trading that more. All right, so we do have a high volume candle here, increasing outlier. You'd like to see the fake out to the upside at this point, right? So above 46. But yeah, big range. I'll let you guys know if I make any changes. You know, it's been really fun having those 13 accounts. So, you know, I talk a big game about going personal, but it's also really hard to, like, lack of a better term, give away that free money. There are very few opportunities in markets where you can get more leverage while not having just a disgusting amount of downside risk. And so that's really hard to give that up to a certain extent. Prop firms are very unique in that situation. They create asymmetric upside. So it's pretty cool. All right, let's see how this thing closes. Again, let's even get a little fake out here first. No, it's taking data from CME here of every order that's been executed. So the volume that corresponds, you can't see it very well there. So you can see on by my volume indicator, there's a number that's telling me how many contracts have been traded. All right, let's keep watching here. Theoretically, that would be it, but I haven't seen the fake out yet to the upside, or like haven't seen bulls fail, so I don't really want to chase this yet. Again, we have so much space, right? Our target's going to be 560, which is a huge move. Interesting. It's kind of an indecisive candle. So technically a green reversal setup here now, right? Like to see the fake out first, though. Want to see bears fail in their attempt to reclaim control. right now. It doesn't seem like it wants to give me that yet. Just give me patient. And again, this is a monster move. We're targeting now 910. Like, come on. That's massive. 210 points. Guys, if we make 210 points, I'm going to Mexico this weekend. Again, still just waiting for that bearish failure first. So no rush yet, no rush. Oof. Yeah, no target entry price here yet, Ryan, because I haven't seen that bearish failure first. So I'm waiting until I see that fake out first. When I have seen it, I will draw out my reference price and you guys won't have to guess. So just be patient. We're going to have to wait until things behave the way exactly how we want. If it doesn't behave that way, I am happy to sit on hands and just drink my coffee. I'm not going to chase anything just for the sake of feeling alive. Again, guys, I will never make it ambiguous over what I am trying to do. It'll always be very, very clear and obvious, right? So no need for those types of follow-ups. I'll always give you guys the information you need. I'm not going to make you guess. And so far, it's just been a straight line. So not really had many opportunities to trade this. Let's see if we can maybe get an opportunity on the 5. And we'll see. All right, so again, let's see if we can get a little fake out here. So a ghost, I'm always trying to buy at a discount, right? I'm always trying to buy a discount. So let's say hypothetically, right, this was my trade and my stop loss was 761 and my reference price is whatever, 772. Actually, just keep it tighter. So 768. So I got 7 points of risk there, $140. I'd be buying 3 contracts. I'm still looking to buy a discount relative to this blue line. So I'm not buying at 770 or 772.75 or 776. I'm trying to buy in at 766 or 765 or 763. And I'm buying a discount that way, right? But I'm not then, if I have a discount, I'm not then increasing my contracts. I'm keeping my contracts based on what the difference is between my reference price and stop loss. Understood, right? So I use my reference price to figure out my position sizing. Once I've figured out my position sizing, I'm looking to buy a discount. Nice, Rusty. Hopefully it goes well. Let's go, Jeremy. $1,500 for the day. Go enjoy your weekend, sir. Hell of a week. Guys, we have to really wrap our head around this execution stuff. It's not complicated. Yeah, everyone's making a mountain out of a molehill, and you're making it more complicated in your mind than it really is. So it's simpler than you think, right? Don't overthink things just because you think it needs to be more complicated than it is. Simple is consistent. And it's the same thing on every single trade, right? Just don't have anything to say, Susan. Let's see how this 2-min closes. Yeah, we just haven't really had that opportunity for the fake out entry. It's just been a straight line higher. It's fine, right? Did this early yesterday too. Made us want to try to chase it. Not going to fall for that trap. Second highest volume bar of the day. That's pretty optimistic. For now, it would look like this. I'm going to tell you what trades I'm looking at, what my entry price is going to be, what my stop loss is going to be. Your responsibility, Monzer, is to go through the FAQ section, to go through the start here section, to go through the how to trade with DTR section, and be prepared to be able to execute those trades. All the information you need is provided for you there. Do your prep. Don't waste everybody's time by just showing up and hoping that's enough. It's not fair. I'm going to be very transparent over what I am doing and how I am trading. You will not be surprised. So control the variables you can't control and go through those sections in the Discord. Okay, so maybe on this 5-man, we could get something here. Still about 20 points of risks too much. So I'm waiting. So far, just no clean opportunities to get an entry anywhere. So sitting on hand so far. We want to see that fake out, right? We want to see that fake out first. So still got some work to do. It's got to get under 45 first, right? And then basically trampoline bounce above, back up above. Struggling to get enough of a pullback here. But there's no rush. Again, if I don't place a single trade here today, it's still been my biggest week of the year. So there should be zero pressure to make a decision. Okay, let's see if this is it. Slow so far. So in the meantime, right now I'm going to start setting up my order window so that it's fast if I need to make a change. So 839 would be the stop loss for now. Still haven't seen the perfect reaction, so that doesn't mean I'm entering a trade yet, guys, right? Just starting to make my life easier so that if something comes together, I can actually submit my order when I expect. I'm not trying to like rush into making a whatever. So now you're looking 832. But still no like elevator bounce, right? It's been stairs down, stairs up. So not the enthusiasm I would expect from bulls yet. I have a possible fake out here on the 3 as well. But again, no like elevator bounce, right? It's tick by tick. It's very slow. Makes me feel like it's not going to be a setup here for me yet. Okay, so on the 5 man, we could still do this. Maybe. That was a weird noise. So let's keep watching. What's the time? Just after 10. Not enough volume. Call it reversals to the downside. So it'd be 787 as the stop for now. I would say in general, probably not behaving how I would like. So I'm going to say nope on this for now and just reset it. Maybe on this 2 man, we can get the volume we need. Okay, not in business yet. It's too big of a range. It's like 30 points of risk. Just can't take that. That's a little bit of a better reaction from bulls, but still no like clean entries yet, right? Fine, I don't mind waiting. That's a hell of a bounce. Good Lord. 100 points, pretty much. Okay, so we're looking. And we want to see that little fake out first. I don't know if I need to. If I'm going to call this fake out lower. So we're looking at an 846 stop loss. You should be kind of looking at something like this, right under 855. So about 9 points of risk there. Oh, it doesn't want to pull back now. It's fine. Classic. Okay, 5 men could be in play here as well. Seems unlikely that I'm gonna. Oh, I might. All right, watching here carefully. I want to watch the speed of this pullback now, right? The speed of it. That was too fast. That could be your little fake. Would put you stop at 840-ish. Okay, exploded. Did not have a chance for an entry. All right, so now we're doing the same repeating process on the 5. Again, let's see if we can get the fake out first. Should be under like 843, so it's got to happen first. And again, I'm not here to chase anything, guys, right? I don't need to make any dumb decisions. Sticking to my system, sticking to my rules, and I'm not chasing any bullshit trades. I'm here to make money, not to be entertaining. On the 5 min, it's my red line, right? Just my indicator line. Okay, this is our possible fake out opportunity. So I'll be looking at an 827 stop loss for now. Again, still want to see that elevator reaction. I haven't really seen it. That's better. So now it would be 821. I'd say reference price to be about that 830. And we want to see a gentle pullback to that blue line, right? Hey guys, I'm in 825.50. Exactly what we wanted. And now let's see if this thing can go. There's your retest. And there's my stop loss. Might be faking me out. Let's try this again, potentially. Not yet. No, it'd be 811. Just an inside bar on this, right? Doesn't change anything. 811 would be the stop. How'd you lose 549? That's way too much. $100 more than I lost. Can't be sloppier with our risk management, guys. That's not acceptable. Supposed to lose less than 500, not more. I need an answer here, man. Why'd you lose 10% more than you expected? That's not acceptable. A little bit unlucky to get shaked out how we did. So size down. Right? If you're going to get a worse entry price, you're going to chase my entry price. Don't go bigger position sizing because you're going to lose more when we're wrong and you're going to make less when we're right. We've talked about this every single day this week. Why are you cheating yourself? I cannot talk about that in more detail than we already have. But why are you setting yourself up to lose more than you should and to make less than you should? You're cheating yourself. Why? Let's keep focusing here, guys. Stop feeling sorry for yourselves. Okay, so we're watching for a move here towards 25K. Let's see if this candle closes the way we want. This is just in squeeze mode. 928 would have to be the stop. You're looking like something like that. Okay, so still watching here. We don't trade opinions, young dude. We trade our system. So don't give a fuck about your opinion. Number one rule of systematic trading is that you don't break your trading rules because it feels like you should. So I trade a system, and that is all I trade, and every bit of context I gather about the market is based off of that system. Your opinion is not relevant to trading. Okay, so we're looking at a 931 stop loss here potentially. Maybe lower, 928 now, maybe lower. Let's wait. And now let's see if we can get a fake out through those lows. Now it'd be 915. That'd be more. Should be 911 now. Relentless dumping. Still not increasing volume, so I can't trade that to the downside. All right, so looking at 899. 899. And can't quite get this thing to stop. 891 now. I want under there, something like that. Okay, watching. All right, guys, I am in 898.25, 898.25. There's your retest. Let's see if it can go. Bit wiki. Don't like this, guys. So I have closed this trade. Exit price 901.25. Try this again. Was not behaving how I needed it to at entry. Try this again potentially. Again, just nasty little rips before it moves, which is annoying. That is what it is. Well, you guys should not have gotten stopped out. It did not cross the spread. Closest I saw was like 92.75. Oh, you should have not gotten stopped out there. Okay, at least now we have a downside setup here, increasing outlier volume. A 1 for 2 to start the morning. Trading view is fine today, guys. Trading view is fine. Okay, so we're watching here, right? This is our possible fake out spot. It's got to get over 930 though. Okay, let's see. A couple points away. Let's see. Kind of looks like just like a double top there. And still like 10 points away from where we want to see it fake out. Takes more than one candle to get there. Again, not a big deal. Okay, it did make a higher high. There's a real one. So stop would be 937. Let this candle close. There's like 1 second, right? Flushed before I can get an entry. Classic. I don't have a reference price drawn out here yet, right? Because I don't think I can get the entry that I want. So I'm waiting for things to tighten up. Okay, so 916 stop loss. Just missed it. Wait for a gentle pullback here again. Tried to click submit at 9:07, did not get a fill. So trying again potentially here. But ruthlessly quick market. That is what it is. What was your stop loss price, Hunter? And why'd you enter a trade when I didn't even draw out the reference price? Why'd you chase it? Yes, this is our confirmation here. It's not the point, Hunter. Gotta answer the question, right? There was no reference price. There was no indication that we were looking for an entry yet at that point. Why'd you jump the gun? Okay, so we're looking at a 900 stop loss for now. And that's a really dumb mindset. Because now you say you're on tilt because you took a huge loss because you were greedy and trying to catch a move before it was ready. Just because you're losing small doesn't mean your risk or your process can be loose. Dumb. Cheating yourself. Guys, control the variables you can't control, right? We talk about that every day. That was allowing your greed to make a decision for you, not making a decision based off of any technical reason. So unacceptable. Okay, so we're looking at an 879 stop loss. Let's see if I can get a gentle pullback here. Okay, guys, I am in 874.50, 874.50. Pretty much green right away. Beautiful. Okay, this is going really nicely here. $8.32. Okay, guys, I am out. I am out of this trade at 8:31. 8:31. Fantastic rip. Four contracts. Beautiful. Keep trying this again, guys. We don't have to catch the move all in one go. If you missed it, just keep your head. Beautiful trade. 3,400 on that. Well done, Jason. Good job, guys. Beautiful trade. So puts me at about 3K on the day. Not bad. Right, we've talked all week, guys, about choosing the fighter you want to be, how there's, pros and cons to whatever side of the coin you want to fall on. Here's the one, right, where I draw out my reference price, give you guys 7 points. Any entry within that 7 points is a good entry. Okay, let's see if this gives us that little fake out here now. Again, we're looking for a little fake out above 32. Once we see that fake out and elevator down, I'm going to draw my reference price. If I don't get it here, I mean, maybe I can look it on the 3 easing outlier. Well, reference price would be there. And we'll let this thing close. Oh, so fast. So now stop would be 837. Called 838 actually, just to keep it simple. It's moving fast. Didn't get an entry. All right, one sec, guys. Still waiting here. Let this thing close. 10 seconds. Ideally, it closes under 800. There already is like 10 videos on that Captivict, right? Your responsibility to go review them. There's a video called Stop Loss Techniques to Avoid Getting Faked Out. Because there's nothing I do here on a daily basis that I have not made a video on. So this is not a strong enough confirmation for us to trade this to the upside. So we got to wait. Let's go, Jeanette. Congratulations. That is fantastic work. Logan, if that's the case, reach out to your prop firm. They'll reset you. Twice we've now bounced from inside the opening range. That's definitely something to keep an eye on out for. No active setups right now. Well, I mean, you didn't lose money, I guess, but if you had lost money on that, they would have reset your balance to what it was prior to the trade. Okay, again, nice little red bar. So still looking for a little downside continuation. We could probably argue that that's the fake out already, right? Because it did make a higher high. Problem with this, though, is just a position sizing thing right now. So I'm waiting. Do something like that. Let's see if it fakes out first. Just give it a second here. Meantime, right, you can set everything up in your order window. Okay, so watching carefully here. There's the possible fake out. Let's see. 822 now. Ooh, higher. Okay, we're going to wait this thing out. No elevator down. So then reach out to your prop firm, Logan. They will reset to your balance what it was prior. You're not going to be punished for them having tech issues. Still nothing here yet. Yeah, Tim, there's a very good chance, though, you were just sending at a different price than what it actually was. So I'm not sure if that's very good feedback. Yeah, we're looking for a fake out above that 863 now. Wait. There it is, possibly. So that'll put us at 870. Okay, watching. Fake out or reference price would be 63. Might not come now. So everyone should know at this point, right? the 7-point gap that I am looking for an entry in. Everyone has that information minutes before we're going to execute a trade right now. I don't want to see or hear about any sloppy execution. You guys all have all the information you need at this point to have your order window set up and to not be an idiot with your execution. There have been too many sloppy trades this week, guys. Too many chased entries, too many bad habits. Don't be an idiot. Okay, guys, I am in at 65. At 65. Beautiful. Okay, so we can keep going here. Oh, that was a bit of a bigger bounce than I would have wanted. All right, guys, I'm out. Exit price 33.25, 33.25. Excellent trade. Correction, 832.25 was my exit price. 832.25. Sonia, how'd you miss it? Guys, how do we miss that? I spent 2 minutes talking about exactly what I was going to be doing as it pulled in. How did we miss? Guys, what the fuck? I can't make it any more clear than that. I don't understand. Dude, you have 7 points of risk. What do you mean better entry? Come on, guys. It's so sloppy. What the fuck? Come on. I don't know how to be more precise than that. It's 7 points I'm giving you. What the fuck, guys? Let's go, Chris. Nice work. Guys, we had so much time before that entry. Get out of your heads. The guy's getting a 2-point discount when you have 7 points of risk is huge. That's like 30%. How much more do you need? Your limit order should not be preset to a specific number. It should be you set your risk off of 9 or 863. You remember what that number is. The second you see less than that number, you click submit. Guys, the execution is so sloppy. What are we doing? Like, this feels like a loss. You know how ridiculous that is? Let's go, Earl. That's fantastic. Controlling your variables and dominating. Beautiful. As you should be, man. You should be very pumped. Congratulations. Let's go, Tony. Nice work. Nice work, Ryan. Let's go. Huge. Go enjoy your day. That's fantastic. Guys, we got to get out of our own heads. The first rule of trading our system is we don't use our feelings to override our system. Let's go, Charles. Well done. Let's go, man. That's fucking awesome, Charles. Because I don't know how to be clearer over what the plan is on that trade. We cannot hesitate there. Cannot. It is a death sentence. We're gonna override our execution plan because we got feelings. Being idiots. Gotta learn to thrive in that uncertainty. You're either going to be green or you're going to be red. Accept that risk. There's no room for hesitation. There's no room for your feelings. Market does not give a shit. I do, which is why I'm annoyed. This is like, come on, guys. I cannot hold your hands more than I just held it on that trade. Physically impossible. And what should be now 4K plus day for everybody is not that. And that's really disappointing. Let's go, Logan. Nice work. Look, I'm not going to bitch you guys out here too much because it's not, shouldn't have to do that, right? But I think this is a good opportunity for people to look internally and to realize how sloppy their details are. We got to sharpen up those details, guys, because when the markets move fast, like they have, you know how hard it is to be this precise? Really fucking hard. So it feels like a huge wasted opportunity, right? To have not made money on that trade. I'm not trying to be like, holier there art thou, right? Like, I'm not asking you guys to do anything I'm not doing myself. We got to stop being afraid of trusting the system. It is costing you thousands of dollars. And there's no like magic words I can tell you in one-on-one calls. There's no amount of studying your setups that I can give you that's going to fix that. Gotta get out of our own fucking heads. It's crazy. We've had 2 trades that have gone over $2,000 in less than 90 seconds. Could have made that BlackRock money today. That's really disappointing, guys. It's really disappointing. Like, we're supposed to be a team here, right? We got it. We got to all do our part a little bit better, guys. A little bit better. Really well done, Jake. Congratulations. So, Tammy, I mean, if I can get another trade, I for sure would. I'll be very honest with you. I'm a little bit tilted right now, so I don't really want to make a decision. I'm a little bit annoyed. I don't want to place a trade while I'm feeling that way, so I'm trying to just buy myself a little bit of time here. Good. Like, my edge as a trader is not my ability to win big, it's my ability to lose small. Say that a lot. And it's been really fun this week, right? We've had such amazing follow through on those really tight risk setups. It's been so much fun. And like, guys, like, this is back-to-back days of more than 5K in P&L. It's awesome. Absolutely tremendous. Man, today doesn't feel like a win. It's really disappointing. Austin, man, how many times this week we talked about choose the fighter you want to be and be okay with the pros and cons? And then also contextually, how many times have we seen trades this week that have just ripped exactly like that one? Pretty much all of them, right? So we should not be afraid of 7 points of risk, guys. Like, that's about as small as we're ever going to possibly get on NQ. Where is the fear? Especially with how I talked about how I was getting an entry once it pulls up above. That could not have made it more clear. Like, how many confirmations do we need? At this point, it's getting unreasonable. Right? We have to, the only way to build that confidence is to click the button and build enough evidence that clicking the button when you are in that zone works. Like, there's no magic words. There's no magic pill I can give you that'll make you feel confident about that, besides you just stacking up enough results that it's unreasonable for you to not be confident. So eventually, at some point, we have to just suck it up and embrace that uncertainty. Hey, enjoy your weekend, James. Go Birds, baby. Hopefully we have a good bounce back performance here this week. Like, here's the secret, guys. I am never taking a trade with 100% certainty. Never. Right? No one ever is. Like, that doesn't exist. The only thing I know for sure in trading is that my next loss is around the corner. That is the only absolute that I know. But I'm not afraid of losing. Losing's not scary. You know what's scary? Not taking trades that make me a ton of money. That's way scarier than losing $300 or $400. You know what else is scary? Having A+ setups that behave exactly how I want, but I'm too much of a pussy to take them. That's scary. I hate that version of myself. That's a lot scarier or a lot worse than the little uncertainty of, is 6 points enough? Is 5 points enough? Is 3 points enough? That's way scarier. You know, also scary? Not living up to my potential. That shit drives me insane. Thinking, oh man, what could have I been? And all of those fears are on the other side. Like, solving all those fears is on the other side of just a little bit of uncertainty. We all have a voice in our head. And that voice in our head is not doing what is best for us, it's doing what is easiest. And doing what is easiest is remaining stuck in the same place. And none of you guys have joined this program because you are happy with where you're at financially, with your trading, whatever it is, right? So why are we so addicted to keep rewarding that version of ourselves? It's not about being too cautious, right? I don't know how to say this nicely, but do you know how conservative it is to have 7 points of risk on a 25,000 point stock? Do you know how conservative that is from a risk perspective? Like what we do appears to be aggressive, but it is not. We are filtering out every single setup that doesn't give us unreasonable asymmetric upside. We got to understand this. We got to believe it. We got to believe that following our system and following our rules will actually make us more money. Because talking ourselves out of wins like that is crazy. It defies every element of logic known to man. The details are so freaking important, guys. I've made so much content. I've given you so many materials that should sharpen up those details. Yet we don't use them. That I don't understand. And what happens, guys, when we selectively pick and choose when to follow our rules, is we just get the cons of everything, right? We end up only taking the trades that lose us money, and then we use that fear to skip the trades that make us make back 10 losses. It's fucking infuriating because it's so avoidable. I'm not going to place any further trades here today, guys. I'm emotionally spent. Very happy with the trading day. Very disappointed in the team's execution. 3 for 4 on the day, 57.20 per account. Everyone should have been doing a victory lap today. See, it is easy. Tap to Vic, right? It's just as easy as not taking trades. So be more deliberate with the language you're using to describe your problems. Giving yourself that out is not it. Following the rules is as easy as breaking them. The same coin. Maybe more. 19. So if you're not near that level of performance, check your details, guys. The details are too fucking sloppy. And those you can get away with, right? When the market is slow and it's grinding in one direction. That's not what we have right now. If this isn't your wake-up call, I don't know what will be. But extremely disappointed. Extremely disappointed. Yeah. I'm not going to keep bitching you guys out. You know. Our P&L has literally been a straight line for the month of October. Yours doesn't look like that. Time to look internally. I don't know what else I could have done today. So final call for questions here, team. Final call for questions. Yes, it is. Sounds like you don't have live market data then on your trading view. So go through the start here section and work through those videos. You'll get everything set up. Guys, like I don't need you guys to kiss my ass. I'm happy with my personal trading. I get my validation from that. It's fine. Just really disappointed that more people didn't take advantage of it. Like, there's no worse feeling for me here when I am talking you guys through my trades, working you through it, and we still find ways to self-sabotage ourselves. So avoidable. All right, guys. Well, enjoy your weekends. See y'all on Monday. If you didn't make money here today, sharpen up your fucking details. See ya.